Okay, it's 7:30, so we'll start the public portion of this. Want to approve the invoices for Harding Pond for, let's see, do I have the right one? Yes. Harding Pond from Water and Wetland, and the amount of $1,353. It was for the maintenance on in May. I think it was like the 14th. It was last week. We got an email notification that they were going to do it, so they have done it. And this is the first part too. So I need a motion to approve the invoice for payment.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, we have the invoice for Hobart Pond in the amount of $1,848. It's invoice, sorry to put the invoice. Invoice number INV-24-45560 from Water and Wetlands for Hobart's maintenance program. Did I say how much it was?
Yes.
Okay. I need a motion to approve it.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
That was fine.
That's okay. I'll fill it in after. I think I just put them all together. Okay, I'll fire your pen again. Okay. Then, was this the map that you picked up?
Yeah, plan. That was a certified letter.
Oh, yeah. No, but the plan?
That was the plans.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
I have to know what this is. I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, motion to approve. Where's the April? The April 2nd minutes,
Yeah, motion approved.
or actually any changes, questions?
Nope. Nope.
A motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Don't have that. Motion to approve the April 16th minutes. Well, first, the motion to, we have the motion for April 16th minutes. Anybody have any questions, concerns, changes?
Nope. No.
Motion,
Motion approved.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Put those in something. One goes with. Okay. And we have payroll for, let's see. Well, it says check date, so I don't know exactly. Pay period ending April 20th 27th, or April 27th, and May 4th. Anybody have questions?
No.
Motion?
Motion approved.
All approve? Aye? No, say, yeah. Ready. Okay. So we're just gonna skip ahead since we've got time. So, so just, this is for the certificate of compliance for 15 Apollo Road, 340-0479. We went out, there's grass growing, everything looks on track.
Except for the late child.
Well, that's to be expected. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I think it looked good.
I was almost 2 weeks late, so yeah.
I think they did a nice job.
Yes. Yeah, it's like, it definitely wasn't that big. I think it was like less than 500 square foot, but no, it matched everything with the house and everything. Not that we have anything to do with that, but anyway, so I need a motion to approve the certificate of compliance for 340-0479, 15 Apollo Road.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Kicking it out.
Let's move it along. Oops. Yes, so 340, what was it, 385, I think is what it was. So there was a lot 10. Yeah, 385 was the, I got a request for the copy of the certificate of compliance, and there's not one in the file. So, but the lot next to it, lot 9, does have one. They both, everything was the same date. We had the, so I don't know. So I emailed Arlana and building inspector's office, because we send them and then they file it, and they file it by street address, but she did not have it.
Is it registered? You can go to the registry?
No, it's not registered either, because the building inspector looked it up, and that's what she included in her email. She's like, it wasn't registered either.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Do we know that? Do we do a walk?
What?
Do we do a sidewalk and close it up?
Yeah, because it says on the file, and there's an email from Elaine to Steve Egan saying, yep, it was issued this day, da-da-da-da. So it could be in there, but who knows? Because with them unlocked, people can come and just
No, that's true.
lift and take and, yeah. And during COVID and stuff, though, this was approved before COVID. You know, things were taken out and,
Yeah, it needs a TLC.
yes, it does. So this is Edward's Drive. Yeah. Edward's Drive stuff. That's right, that's what this one is. That's good. Okay. 4 more minutes.
I'll just say on the record that I met DPW's consultant on May 1st at the site. We did start work. They ripped up the building, removed all the pavement from the back portion of the property other than where the thing was. They've done some digging around and removal of some of the material. They've done some dewater into some pits in the back. They're also working with an LSP. Some of the material is contaminated that they found along the way. So that I believe that the report to the EPA that they have a contamination issue. So I asked for a copy of the SWIP. They said they delivered it to the town hall to our mailbox, and I haven't seen it yet. So.
Yeah, we have a,
I did take some pictures. I'll forward the pictures to the file. And then I texted the gentleman this evening asking if he confirmed that he saw the SWIP.
okay, yeah, and then, yeah, if you can contact, Elliot for, Franklin Street,
I'll call him tomorrow.
or call Bruce Martin to see what,
Okay.
I believe he said it was a 12-inch pipe, but I don't know. They talked about it, instead of putting a fence where that retaining wall, you know, that big drop off where there's just like, of putting a pipe in, replacing the pipe, and then covering it up.
Feeling it.
But filling it. But who's going to pay for what? You know, DPW is going to like do something with the pipe that's under Franklin Street, or you know, what was the conversation? 'Cause
Yeah.
Bruce was like, da, 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 and it's like, okay, but we've already issued an order of conditions, so I don't know exactly the process if you go back, you know, if you,
To go out and
Change
amend it.
yeah,
And
which isn't that big of a deal.
it would have try to mitigate whatever was in the back, and there's plenty of room back there, so you know,
Yeah,
improve upon something in the back.
yeah,
Okay. All right. I'll call Elliot and Bruce Martin tomorrow.
okay. A couple more minutes.
They're worried about that wall. I would be too.
Yeah, because that's a liability for the town.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because if anybody would, not that they would, but you never know how people drive, and they hit and go.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
Nothing's
hitting the
fun.
concrete wall is not a good outcome for anybody. I don't care what kind of car you got, it's a vehicle.
All right.
So we can, since we have like another minute, our next meeting, since I will be out of town.
Did we get that? Did we get a ad in the paper for the 4th?
No, because I haven't had time to do that because I worked the election for Mother's Club,
Okay.
but I have it right here. So I just gotta
Okay.
edit it and then send it off. I presume I just send it to, I don't know who I send it to. If I send it to, I think your name's Lori, the Selectman's admin, or who I send it to.
Okay.
So our next meeting's supposed to be June 4th, but I will be out of town, so our next meeting will be June 18th. This time we don't have anything. Nicole Willette, who lives on Constitutional Circle that I had got, that has the playhouse or the tree house in the wetlands, emailed me of like getting material. They want to level the backyard, and she wanted a list of approved items for like wood chips. And it's like I can't discuss anything like that until you come before us. So she goes, well, I don't want to keep on buying certain different things. I go, that's not an issue, because in the order of conditions, our boilerplate is specifically telling you what you're to use.
Yeah.
So there won't be, and there's only one notice of tip for each project. So you won't be coming back. It's one time unless you violate what we give you. And hopefully they would not do that. So anyway.
Okay.
Alrighty, it's 7:46 p.m. We are going to on, what is today's date? May 21st, holding the hearing, reopening the hearing for the notice of intent for 159 Auburn Street, DP number 340-0482, that was continued from April 16th. You have the floor.
Okay. Good evening, everything from Friday. Too hot up there. The mosquitoes are alive again. Brought an overlay plan that has the old house, the new house, and when we stop at 16 feet.
Okay.
An overlay with the old house and the new house, you guys. Where I stopped at ditch is 15 feet from the
Okay.
back corner of the original house.
Okay.
And I had sent you this picture. We can see the second bridge, and it had Japanese maple there. That's what it's talking. So you have that picture.
Oh, yes.
Now the bridge is on there, and it's the second bridge down.
All right, just give us a few seconds.
Sure.
That's, everything listed here. And then where it's the regulations.
And those are going to be finished grades on this one?
Yeah. I believe so. You know, they're just
95, 94, 25.
taking the whole building and placing on top of the new drum.
Alright.
I tried to give you some reference when we had that site inspection.
So how far over is the new building going to be where the existing is?
Yeah. So, over from the left property line?
No, from where the existing building is right now?
Yeah.
How far over is the new built, one of the houses going to be, well,
How far is the house to shift?
the new one going to be?
Okay, so right now, the existing home is about 31 feet off the, west property boundary, and the, proposed home is about 33 feet, so about 2 feet,
2?
yes,
2 feet further.
Yes,
further away.
yeah. That's just my concern that it's really close to that, if you want to call it swale.
Which is what they're gonna fill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's underneath the second infiltration basin also.
Under,
The infiltration basin is lined over the top of it.
you're calling it like the one next to the road, 2 in the back? Right?
Or
That
the
was
red.
The second one? This would be 1, that would be 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they both right through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're, okay.
What I found at the top, you get upland species like sweet grass growing there, multi-floor rows.
Currently.
Currently.
Okay.
There's dryer at the top. And then in an email asking about if you had any comments on this, I said, where's that water gonna go? We're kind of right with grading towards the the street infiltration basin.
What are the soils like below the filtration basin?
Wet.
Wet. Are they coarse grain or are they?
Yeah, they're, class C and D soils.
Okay.
Yeah, so, sandy loams.
Okay. So it's gonna drain the water table, but that drains around the drier areas, drier seasons.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, one of our concerns was when they fill that in, is it gonna impact? What's the property on this side? It's, there's one.
yeah, there's one,
The left is west.
Which property is that one?
171.
I mean, is filling that swale gonna impact, I know it's 33 feet away, or 31 feet away, but is it gonna impact the neighbor's property at all? Or is it gonna are we trying to improve
yes.
the surface drainage? So we feel like the infiltration basin 1 and 2 will be able to capture some of that water that's now sitting on the roof of the surface.
The only other way around it would be running around to the left of the infiltration basin. My goal was just to fill it as far as needed and then leave the rest of that channel in place. If you look at that picture, the next plant down is a willow, large willow,
In the back. Yeah.
and that stays in place.
Yep. There's a new mitigation area on this one. There's a new mitigation area on this one.
It's identified on that. It's in the plan. It's 120 square feet, and we're giving you a mitigation area of 170. You calculate 8 foot on centering for alders there.
So the wetland buffer will change, and the wetland area will change, which bumps it up, right? I mean, just put on a plan, maybe if we can put a proposed, because you got proposed duplex, once it goes in, it's gonna be in, we can put a proposed wetland buffer and wetland to incorporate that, just to show the new owner what, you know, they're getting more wetland area than they're, yeah, okay. New sewer services, new water service going in, or are they gonna use the existing?
Yeah, the service from the street to the house is gonna be new,
Brand new?
yes.
Just one service for that duplex?
Yep.
And the roof drains are gonna be overland into the infiltration basin, or are they gonna be?
Yeah, that's all we can do with the site.
Okay. That's, yeah, it's on here, it's gonna need to be maintained, that's the drainage area, that's.
Exactly.
Okay. And I'm sure, I'm sure this will stay with the house, this, the new owner, we gotta follow. I know it says maintenance of stormwater, and it's just sure going to qualify workers, I'm not sure if they're gonna bring in people to, maybe they will, maybe landscapers, or, that's, qualified workers is
A very,
it's a broad,
very broad, vague term.
Probably just wanna be somebody that has a little bit of background.
Yeah.
Show somebody how to do it the right way.
Okay, at least it's on paper, it's gonna follow the ownership of the property, that this is what those two things are, they shouldn't be filled, they shouldn't be,
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
Do you have any other questions? You have any questions, John?
No.
I'm just curious, was there any other thought to put another infiltration basin on the opposite side, because it's what on that side, or was it just mainly because the kind of the gully was on this side?
Or putting in a French drain to,
So yeah, front drain, I would think would be, this is a slab on grade construction, so there's no basement at all, because otherwise the building would have to be elevated, there'd be a lot of grading.
oh, okay.
Grading around it. So we're trying to minimize the grading to be sensitive of abutting properties, so we're not, diverting any water to
Right.
abutting properties at all. Actually, this house is going to be 4 to 6 feet lower than the abutting property, so about where it is now, it's not going to be changed much at all.
Okay.
As far as any other infiltration basins, that we're utilizing infiltration trenches around the driveway.
I didn't see it. Yeah, it's kind of, I think it was blue on one plan, now it's black on the side, okay, I gotcha. So there's the trench along the side that should try to funnel water, if it's steaming water into, okay.
Yeah, any runoff from the driveway has a place to go.
Okay. And then all the trash can be removed out of the backwoods. During construction, there's a lot of debris in the wetland area. I think one thing we wanted to see is
Yeah, there's like cans and all kinds of,
backhoes.
yeah,
Yeah.
bottles and,
Generally as possible. I wouldn't bring any machinery in there to get it
Yeah.
out, but if we can, do our best to remove all that material. The garage is staying.
Yes.
it's cool garage.
That's right. Another question. Dewatering, are you guys gonna propose dewatering when you guys put the slab in?
Yeah, so we have a dewatering schematic detail there on page 2, if it's required.
Okay. I would think you're gonna run into that, but. On the second figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right with us.
Ah, there it is, okay. I didn't see that. Sorry. Do you have an idea where that discharge location would be? I mean, it says, upland to the extent feasible, utilize vegetative upland areas of the site to infiltrate dewatering water before discharge. Kind of small area.
Yeah, there's not too many options, so
Okay.
maybe it'll be, determined during a site visit,
Okay.
during construction to.
Could you let us know if that area is going to be determined where it's going to be?
Sure.
General area. I mean, if you're going to try to do like a dewatering trench, try to pump into a trench.
Yeah, it'll be into a area similar to this, like.
Okay. Like, would you choose your infiltration? I'm just worried if you choose your infiltration basin, then you might be putting more water in that
No, those are gonna have to be constructed at the final stages.
Okay. Alright. Now, and I'm not sure if you're gonna get self-serve or you're gonna clog up, if you can make it as clean as possible.
Sure.
Alright. I'm all set.
So we'll open up to the floor. Does anybody have any questions?
Basically, me. Yeah.
Sorry, you gotta state your name, your
18
address.
Newland Drive, Blue Ridge Shire. My concern is just like with the water that's coming off that house. I mean, we get a lot of water in back there. It fills up, it ponds up there. And I was just wondering, is this house gonna add a lot more water? I mean, not to mention all our foundations in that area where it's a swamp has cracked. I mean, is the same thing gonna happen to this thing too?
Well, like he said, this house is gonna sit lower than any of the house.
Yeah, but it still has a foundation. It's still apt to crack, or even the flooring, is it gonna sink? Because, it is swamp, right?
Well, I would,
Basically, we're built on a swamp.
Are you talking about the behind the property? Are you over?
No, I'm on 18 Newland Drive.
so he's behind, right? Is it behind?
Yes.
Okay, so okay.
But that's a gradual slope down.
That is definitely a wetland area, so you're gonna get heating water in there. That is wetland flag from, the last 50 feet of the property is wetland flag. So I can see that being all standing water at
Right.
some point.
But is this house gonna add more water? That's my biggest concern, because you do have a lot of water coming off the roof, and there's all ought to go.
Yeah, so in the plans, the plans that were provided, it's designed not to add more surface water, get more water into the subsurface. So, all the roof drains are gonna go into filtration basins, kind of big stone areas, essentially.
The groundwater, it's basically, you don't have to dig down deep to hit water in that area.
No, I can imagine that. The wetlands are right in the back.
Right.
It's probably got right at the surface during the
It's like
spring.
less than a foot, and basically my backyard, I hit water. So just putting this foundation in or whatever, they're gonna hit water.
And that's what we were talking about, the dewatering. I think they are gonna hit water when they do this, dig the footings in.
Right.
So, if it cracks, I think that's away from that. That's the engineering part of the process.
Right.
Um,
Because basically all our foundations are cracked in the area.
yeah.
It's a concern. I'm concerned where all this water's gonna go, because like I said, it comes right up to the border of my property, maybe right to the edge. I've never flooded, but I would never ever finish my basement off because of that reason, why there's so much water out there. And I know the Pierce family's house has flooded a couple of times.
So the whole
They
idea,
seem to get the brunt of the water too. It passes through their yard and it comes out into our street, usually clogs the drain up, and then it usually goes out to Route 14.
so the whole process is when it goes through this filtration system, instead of rushing, it slowly goes into the filtration, and then it gradually is absorbed, if you will, into the ground. So you're not going to have runoff that's just going to be streaming and then flooding the whole place.
But will this filtration system block up like it does in front, that drain in front of my house? It only takes a couple of rainstorms, and that's just, they don't really clean it that frequently either, and it just blocks up, and then it just heads right out to Route 14.
Yeah, they're different than catch basins. These are probably 20 feet big, 20 feet diameter rather than a catch basin 3 by 3. And there's a maintenance program that's going to have to be followed by the owner.
Yeah.
How deep do they go down with these these trenches.
Do you want to describe them?
Yeah, sure, there's,
Construction.
detail, yep. They're 12-inch deep filled, crushed stone, basins, and then also 12-inch deep, trenches along the driveway. So you'll see crushed stone along the surface, but that provides a lot of voids in there, 40% voids in crushed stone. So it gives the water,
But I mean, you're digging that to put it down, you're gonna be hitting water.
oh, during construction, yeah, so during construction, luckily, you know, if construction does happen soon, hopefully going into drier times now, and that can be on our side for that. And then also we have a dewatering detail here that we can be utilizing to, use for that purpose for construction.
I mean, at least that house is in a better point because it's up a little higher, where our property is down lower. It's all seems
This
to
was
go-
going to be slab on grade, and you have a finished basement. You have a basement.
Yes,
You have floating piers, or just a big footing around?
That's up for the architect to
Okay.
decide, yeah. I mean, I would assume.
So I think the information is, and they got to design the house, hopefully not correct, but I don't. They're trying to best mitigate the water, and we're going to go to have the engineer stamp the plans, right? Doing the calculations about infiltration and storm size and discharge into it. I think you should be able to, based on the plans, you should be able to handle it.
I hope so. I mean, this is my backyard. I mean, if it was your backyard, I mean, it might be a different story, but
No.
that's all I'm worried about.
This property's background, the backyard is flagged up. It's like another 75 feet of wet. I mean, that could be standing water 9 months out of the year. It could be, it's hydro soils.
Right.
Um,
I mean,
So it probably runs into your backyard, so I can assume that your backyard probably part of this also wet. I don't know, I don't know how to
I
figure
would
it.
assume so. I mean, it's, like I said, the water comes up, like I have waterfront property, basically. I mean, it's like a pond right at the edge of my property.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's deep too. I mean, it can be like, I mean, my kids were saying like one time they lost the ball in there, it came up to their waist, I mean, in some points. I mean, it's how quick that water just goes in there.
yeah, it's definitely a wetland area.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, shouldn't have, as far as I'm concerned, they shouldn't have built that.
And, yeah, the regulations when you were building this were different.
Yeah.
Right,
So now we can always act within the confines of what we have.
right.
Basically,
Basically, I think they built it in.
back in the day, probably. It could
Could be.
have. All farmland, it was all farmland.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions or comments?
I'm all set.
All right, we will close the hearing. So we will have a, before this goes, Brian, if I send you the form, can you,
I could do it.
yes. So there will be no dumping, anything you find, stumps, whatever needs to be taken off the property. You're not to bury anything. You need to, first thing, post your number, the 340, what is the
All
number?
the order conditions.
482, yes. And then we will send you an order of conditions. And who gets the order of conditions? Is do I?
And then we got a call before any work gets started.
Yes, you have to call us.
And then, once the dewatering location's been determined, we should get a call, this is where it is, maybe take a look at that. So, we don't mind coming out after hours, or, we all work jobs, but we've been there accommodated
Yeah.
towns.
So, okay, Tom, is that where I'm sending it? 5 Wetlands, 134 Springs?
The owner.
Which one? Olet
Yep.
Silva? That's where I'm sending it. 135 Mill Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
probably put in there any field material coming to the site. It's going to be stored in the stockpile. So circle the silt or evil. It's not just silver off. It's not a big deal because you're so close.
Yeah, so I will try to get the 2 by, well, whatever, Brian gets me the boiler plate, we can get that to you. And I could call you if you want and you could come get it to my house, or I can mail it to you certified.
Delphine, do you want to come and pick up the order conditions yet?
Or I can leave it here in town hall.
Or town hall?
I can pick up at the town.
Okay. I think, well, actually, I don't think we're supposed to leave it here, so I'll just mail it to you when we have it done.
Okay, that's okay.
And I did not put the form together, so. Yes, so I forgot to put the order of conditions, the frame point together, so we can vote on it, and then I'll bring it to you guys and you can sign it.
Okay.
Okay. I need a motion to approve 3400482's order of conditions for 159 Auburn Street.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so once I have that form done, I'll bring it by everybody's house and I'll sign it and I'll make copies and give it to him and then send it to the building inspector and DEP. Okay,
All right. Proposed well boundary.
got that down. And we're 3 minutes early of adjourning. Anything else before we?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you want to hand me, I don't know if I have everything, so just extra copies, just so I have it.
Do you want to have all the extras?
If you, at least just one packet, so,
No, that's okay.
okay, then you guys can keep it if you want. Okay, so,
Okay.
I have-
will,